Hello, welcome to Yoga Lounge. This evening we're going to talk about having a feeling of being enough. So whatever that might mean for you, just take a moment and think about how ways that maybe you don't feel like you're enough. Start with that. Take a few moments. Come into a seated position, and let's do it as a meditation for a moment. So we'll bring our hands together in front of the heart. Softly close your eyes. And just let your mind race for a moment with all those things that make you feel less than. Things that in your past have made you feel less than. And where you need to come up to a certain level. Bring a little small smile to your face. Let the corners of your mouth lift. As you breathe into these perhaps embarrassing moments or perhaps flaws that have been pointed out to you by a loved one, as you breathe into these things, try to see the other side of this, the flip side. So can you acknowledge that there's truth? Can you acknowledge that there might be some truth in those original feelings of lack? But can you also acknowledge that they're not really reflective of you in the truest sense? So we don't have to have an either or situation. We can encompass all possibilities. So when you expand your way of looking at the situation, you expand into greater possibilities, and then you're allowing more. You're allowing yourself to be more. You're allowing the potential to take hold. You're allowing for an expansion of yourself and your perception of yourself. So for a moment, let that expand. So you can see yourself as the complete opposite of that, as super successful in this area or super competent in that area or something. But you also can see every other step along the way, every possibility, open to the fact that all possibilities exist in this moment. So there's no reason really to hang on to just one option, just one possibility. Just for this half hour, let's take that idea and run with it, that we can encompass all possibilities in the moment. So take a nice deep breath. And exhale all of the stuck information. Exhale it with a sigh. So we'll go. And again, we'll inhale. Even inhale through the mouth for a moment. And exhale. Let it all out. Inhale. And then let's have a big cough at the end. So it's like, let everything come out from the inside. All that stuck energy. One more time. Inhale. Okay, good. So opening to all the possibilities, we'll take the arms out, inhale them up overhead. Exhale, bring them back down. Inhale all the way up, look up. Exhale, bring them back down, look down at your hands. We'll follow. Inhale, look up. Exhale, look down at your hands. And let's actually gaze at the hands. We're going to gaze into your open palms for a moment. Take a breath there. Nice big open palms. You're creating almost like a fan shape, fanning them away from each other. Thumbs are facing out. And again, we'll inhale Touch them together. Exhale. Touch the sides of the fingers together and looking into your open palms. As if they're not your hands, they're someone else's. Inhale. We tend to judge ourselves very differently. Exhale, right? We know that. Then we judge others. So take a look at your hands as if they're someone else's hands. And inhale. And exhale. I think what we do with ourselves, I'm speaking a lot for myself now, is we look at the extremes. So if we're in a good mood, we might see ourselves maybe a little better than we are. And if we're in a bad mood, we might see ourselves as a little bit worse than others, let's say, than others see us. So what it is somewhere in that median zone, in that in-between zone, that's probably the average of the way most people are going to be seeing you. So at any given moment, don't buy into your exact perception of yourself. Open it out. Open it like a string that we can stretch. Let's do that for a moment with our arms. Inhale, and then stretch the arms away. And exhale, bring them back in. And inhale, stretch the arms away. Stretch your perception of yourself, of your possibilities. Exhale. Include in this your family members, your loved ones. Inhale, stretch for your perception and how everything works between the relationships. Inhale, stretch it all open. Open it all out. Exhale. Let's take your fingers and stretch open as if you're really going to expand this whole perception. Exhale. Good. Shoulder rolls up and down and back. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One at a time. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. So we're going to add some movement to this now. So this is a little bit looser than strict asana, yoga. It's going to be inhale and come up to the knees and exhale. Inhale, come up to the knees and exhale. So think of yourself as attempting to rise and then fall back down. It's a little bit more denserly. I don't know if Teresa's in here, Teresa Conlon, but so this is a little bit more denser style. Inhale up and exhale. So you're trying to rise to the occasion. Exhale. And as you exhale, so can you look at this and not feel it's a defeat? So can you look at the descent and not feel like you're, I'm being defeated, right? So why is it that we try, when we reach up and we try something and we're maybe not quite making it on that time, why do we view that as a defeat? This is not a defeat. This is an up and this is a down, right? This is the up part of the cycle and this is the descent part of the cycle. Equally beautiful, equally lovely. Inhaling up and exhale. It's only all the layers that we add to it that make it. One is better than the other, right? One nets us more money, one makes us more famous. But is that really everything, right? Let's go side to side. And circle big, circle open. Open your possibilities to the width of your room. Expand out. Expand out. Open it out. Right? Good. And then overhead. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. You can do any movement you want now. Just feel some looseness, some fluidity in your spine. Circling it around, up and over, around forward. You can come back. Explore the movements. Explore feeling the expansion of your perception of yourself in the space. Good. And then we'll take a moment and sit quietly. So you can bring your hands to your tops of your thighs. Sit up really tall, crown of the head reaching up, shoulders are back. Open through across the collarbone. Draw the chin in. Feel the solidity of this. All those molecules, right, that you sent out. All those molecules that were coming off your fingers, right? All that energy. So like my little niece graduated, well, she's not little, she graduated high school, Jamie, and she did a little pose where she blew all this glitter, and it flew, and it was flying right at the camera, right at you. So as you moved your arms, all that glitter energy flying off, and now you're kind of like sitting, gathering it all, noticing where is it landing. All right, let's come to our mats now, and let's come to a standing position. And yeah, let's take the arms overhead, floating down on the exhale with bent knees. And inhale, rise up, straightening. Exhale, folding over with the bent knees. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, and bend the knees as well. And inhale, come to standing. Exhale, bending the knees. Good. Now if you can take your fingertips down to the floor, do so, or place them on something. If not, let's press the hips in the air. Exhale, bend the knees again. Keep the knees right over the ankles. Inhale, press. Exhale, bend the knees. Inhale, press. Exhale, bend the knees. Challenge yourself. If you like, take the arms forward. Good. Fingers down. Inhale, press the hips in the air. Exhale, bend the knees. Challenge yourself. Lift the hands off the ground. One more time. Fingers. Press the hips. Exhale, bend the knees. Sink back. Reach forward. Let's breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, rise up to standing. Exhale. Bring the arms around. Good. Inhaling, sweeping the arms overhead. Floating, exhale. Lift up. Stepping back with your left foot. Then let's take first warrior. Inhale. Exhale, deepen into it. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, reach forward. Hold that stance strong and steady. Send those fingers, energy out to the edge of your room. Inhale. Exhale, fingers down. Lift the back leg. Exhale, bring the knee in and take the head towards the knee. Inhale, send it straight back. Exhale, bend the knee. Take the head in. Inhale, send it back. One more time. Exhale, bend the knee. You could also bend your standing leg. So think of this almost like, kind of like a flamingo pose. Stretch it back. Good. And let's allow the head to dip down towards the ground. And inhale, straighten back up. Exhale. Inhale, straighten. Last time, you're just fatiguing that standing leg. Let's lower the head down. This time, lift the leg up a little higher. And exhale, bring the toes back down. Now we have our crown staying in the down position. We'll inhale, let the leg lift. Exhale, lower the toes down. Good. Inhale, let the leg lift. Exhale, lower the toes down. Last time, we're going to inhale, let the leg lift. And on the exhale, bring the knee down and let it come down behind your right heel. So your knee comes down. We're going to sit. Sit back. So that should have gotten you into a twist pose. You have your right leg coming over and crossing over in front of the left thigh. We're going to turn in the direction of that knee. So for now, let's just hold around. The elbow comes around the knee and turn and look to the back of the room. Good. All right. Taking the back hand, sliding it back a little bit down the back of your mat. Inhale, reaching the front arm up and looking up at the hand. Let's lean back and inhale, straighten. Good. Press back. Inhale, straighten. So you're kind of leaning into the back hand. Press it back. Inhale, straighten. Good. And let's wrap around one more time and circle around. Look to the back of the room. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, come back around to the front. Let's bring the leg back around. Now you'll find yourself sitting in pigeon. So once you take that front leg and sweep it around the back, you're going to be in pigeon on the left. It's a fairly loose pigeon, so you could be a little bit more towards your hip. So in this pigeon, we're going to let our back knee come into the arch of the front foot. So it's a little bit softer position. It's kind of like a pinwheel position. So we're in pinwheel, and let's come down as if you're coming into a push-up. Hands on either side, close to the edge of your mat. Press down and press back up. Inhale. So you're kind of leaning on that outer edge of your thigh. Pressing down. Inhale, pressing back up. Exhale, pressing down. Inhale. Pressing up. So it's like a pigeon push-up, if you will, right? One more. Press down. Inhale. Okay. Let's take your toes in the back and tuck them under. Allow your leg to lift in the air. And then we'll come into downward facing dog. Both feet down, downward facing dog. You can walk your hands back to the normal position. So, shoulder width apart. Take a few breaths in downward dog. Getting ready to walk to the front of the mat so you can soften the knees and look forward. And then find your way walking to the front of your mat. Inhaling, lifting up. Exhale, folding. Rising back up, inhale. We can take the palms, touch together, and exhale, hands to the heart. Okay, let's do this again. Inhale, sweep it up. Exhaling, fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, we'll step back the other foot. So you should have your left foot forward this time. Rise up to first warrior. Inhale. And exhale, deepen into it. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Inhale, we'll expand forward. We're going to stay in that holding pattern for a moment. Breathe. Inhale. Remember, you're sending the energy from the fingers across the room. Breathe. Inhale, nice and strong. Exhale, we'll fingertip our way down. Good. Let's lift up the back leg. All right, here we go. We bend the knee and come in towards the head. Head comes in. Inhale, extend it straight out. Exhale, bend. Head comes in towards the knee. Inhale, straight back. Exhale, bend the knee. Inhale, straight back. Good. Now, leaving it there will allow the head to lower down. Here we go. We inhale, lift the leg a little higher. And exhale, drop the toes back. Inhale, lift the leg. Exhale, drop the toes back. Inhale, take the leg up in the air. And exhale. Good. Okay, one more. Inhale. All right, as we exhale, we bend the knee and come into that seated position for the twist. So you bring your left knee down, your right knee down rather, behind your left foot. Open it back. Good. For your twist, you can start by wrapping the elbow around the knee and turn towards the back of the room. Good. Now we'll allow the hand to slide back a little further. You can inhale the arm up. Look up towards the hand. Now we'll lean back and inhale, straighten. Exhale, press back. Inhale, straighten, reach. Remember, each time you descend or retreat, it is not a defeat. Press up. So each time you come back into this slightly awkward position, just to stretch out. These are preparations for your next step. Let's reach around, come back to sitting straight up. So take these as metaphors for what we were talking about in the beginning of class, about being okay, being enough. Okay, we're going to take the front leg around now into that slightly awkward pigeon pose. So let that leg come around, excuse me, and then we'll pinwheel. So what that means is bring the knee into the arch of the foot. So you are in semi-pigeon. We'll come forward with our hands wide on the mat. Now pigeon push-up. We drop it down and we press up. Now notice with every descent, how do you feel as you come closer to the ground and then press up? Some of these things are just necessary respite for ourselves. Press down and press up. If only we could look at everything that happens to us with the calmness that we can with the movement. Press up, lower down, and inhale, press up. Okay, so coming back through to your downward dog position, we'll tuck those back toes under, sweeping the leg in the air for a three-legged dog. And then let's all come to downward dog. Walk your hands to the normal shoulder position and breathe. Good. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. So let's do knee bends with us. Press and straighten. Bend the knees almost to kneeling. Almost to kneeling. Press and lift the sitting bones. One more time. You're almost coming down. You're almost at the ground level. But we press back up. Let's do that again. Press down. We're almost down all the way, but we're hovering. And then we gather and press up. One last time. Down. Press up. Okay, let's walk it forward now. Walking to the top of the mat, nice and slow. Find your way at the front. Lift, inhale, exhale, fold. Rising up now. Gathering it all up. So you have that graduation glitter on your hands. Okay. Exhale, hands to the heart. Okay. Let's come down back to sitting. I hope you enjoyed all of that. Up and down movement. One is not better. So let's take Baddha Konasana. Soles of the feet. Get a nice good breath. If you happen to have bolsters. Now, Teresa, Studio 108, where I teach on Tuesdays, she's having a very good discount on some of the props from the studio. So if you want to get yourself professional yoga props, you can reach out to her. She's going to be selling some of her props. But at any rate, if you have a prop and you want to go forward into a fold, in any forward bend, so you could have your feet straight, you could have a wide angle, come reaching. If you do not yet have any prop to work with, take your hands to the floor. Let's take any forward fold for about 8 breaths now. when you feel complete with that, let's rise up. And finishing up, before we take resting pose, let's come back to our kneeling. Inhale and come to all the way on your knees. Reach the arms overhead. We'll take a gentle back bend. So those of you who feel your back is not that great tonight, bring your hands to your lower back, open across the front of the collarbones, and just lift the heart to the ceiling. You can even press your back of your low back down your sacrum so that you feel as if you're trying to keep a little bit of drawn in belly, a little bit of a lengthened spine, tailbones down. Good. You feel like taking it further. You can reach your arms up and extend through the spine, and then let your fingers travel towards the back of the room. So a kneeling back bend. Do not collapse in your mid or lower back though. Keep lengthening those tailbone down. Yeah, okay. And it's time to come down. All right, so if you will, if you have something to place under, you can take your legs up now. So legs up is great. Legs up can be very simple. So you can do something on a couch or a chair. You can actually just lie back and place your calves on that, or you can also bring your bolster or something underneath. Let the legs in the air. I call this the legs up wall pose in the middle of the room. Legs up wall without the wall, or imaginary wall. So one of those poses for a few minutes, and then we'll go into our final resting Shavasana. When you're ready, find yourself lying comfortably on your back. And if you want to keep that bolster under your knees for support, please feel free. So with each strike of the bowl, bringing more and more of yourself back. Gathering all your parts. All of those pieces that you sent out to the edge of the room in the beginning, and opened up all of those possibilities. Let's bring them all into the reality of this moment so that they're no longer abstract possibilities, but they have become part of your everyday experience of yourself. Allowing for growth to happen, allowing for expansion. And then we bring it in, and we have it now contained within us. It's kind of like almost like a Mobius strip, right? We expand, bring it back. It's a continuum. The energy of possibility, the energy of your potential. So are you enough? Of course. So as you start to ponder how you are fully and utterly enough, we'll begin to start to come back to sitting, rocking around, drawing your knees in, coming to the side. Gently return to your seated position. So thank you very much. It's an honor, pleasure to do these with you. I hope you enjoy these little forays into exploration and yoga lounge. So namaste, om shanti. Have a great evening.